Hi, this is Mike, and we're just looking at this B wave trade here. Well, it's the B wave, it's the first part of the B wave. And I did mention in my previous video that we are trading this. So I did mention that we'd get a bounce after a bit and we'd hit this area, which we did, except we are still in wave four, right? And this crazy bounce happened, but it didn't break any rules, right? So waves one and two, right? The price action for one and two, it never touched. So wave four is basically, I think, almost done here now, and is about to go down for wave five, and it's got to tag that new low to be an official wave five, and for this to be an official five wave move from the highs. Okay, so precision is the key here at any degree, and my practice has been getting better, and especially since I'm training up my copy trading system here at Fairdesk, well, for Fairdesk, um, I basically am adjusting my trading to be small degree. So this is part of that, just so you know. Um, as I did mention earlier, I will be posting some things shortly relating to that. So keep an eye out for that. Now, getting a bit of a bounce here, which is weird. Why is it bouncing? Basically, for me, it's a case of, well, if this actually goes too high, then it needs to make a longer wave five than wave one. Okay. Now, typically, like wave one is the same length as wave five, but after all the corrective processes are done, for example, if this is the end of wave E, for example, right? Um, we'd need to make a wave that's slightly longer than wave one, which means that it's probably just going to barely tag that low, right? That has to make a new low beneath the previous waves, right? So right here, you're basically seeing some live trading, right? This move up here, I don't know what that is. I think it's wave E. I think it's the fake out wave, the typical excuse me, typical wave E fake out wave. Like if you want to know what I think the count is here for wave four, well, it's a sharp wave A, B, C, D, E. E's right now. So for me here at this point, I think it's practically almost done. I think it's trying to fake out some people as these wave E's do. As you know, the larger degree move was pretty much a fake out move. But in that case, it was a C wave, right? I thought it was an E wave in the beginning, but it turned out that it was a C wave with a small DE, a small degree. We're talking about the larger move, right? The one since November, October, whatever. But right now, we should see price actually come back down to hit that low. And that's like a good profit, like, especially if you're levered up, like I like plenty leverage. I've gotten used to heaps of leverage. We're talking 100 plus. And I mean, using leverage on crypto is insane. You really need to understand the markets, and it does take a lot of practice, right? Because they're both just crazy. Leverage is crazy, right? And cryptos are crazy. So you mix them together with AriasWave, and you get like this crazy concoction of price action and profits. So for me, it's definitely fun. I enjoy it, but it's also, it can also test you. So you've got to desensitize yourself from losses, which you can only do if you practice like hell, right? And I've had the opportunity to be funded by Fairdesk somewhat as part of a contract, so I get funds to trade, and it's like, I can actually stress less about the capital, um, and actually concentrate on the trading, which to me is doing amazing things for my trading. like literally, like there's no stress. So for me, it's actually it's surreal, and just waiting for these little moves to happen. It takes patience. Like they have to happen. It may take longer than usual, not to your liking, right? But go make a coffee, go have a drink, go and do something else for a bit. Go cook. Cooking is fun, right? Distract yourself for a bit and wait for those moves. Now, for example, here, because I'm pretty sure, like AriasWave sure, that this is a 5 wave move down for wave A of a B wave, right? Now, at this point in time, it looks like, what the hell is this crap? It's some choppy ass shit, right? But, let's be clear that I understand the waves to the point where, this is weekend trading, right? It's not going to be it's not going to be too crazy. I mean, it's still makes some moves. I mean, look at that. That's a pretty decent move, you know. And in saying that, you might have thought this move was over, except I'll talk about that in a second. I'll go to a small degree there and talk about that. But like what comes after this move is going to be a zigzag, right? And that could be a pretty decent size zigzag too, right? It could look like it's actually going to take off to the upside. And this is what I think is going to happen, given that, like, you know, people are thinking, oh, it's basing out, it's making this base pattern. It hasn't broken down below, and it could go higher, because a lot of people don't understand the waves, which is fine. I get that. And actually, that's my edge. So I'm assuming wave A is probably going to be the biggest move here, right? In terms of wave A of this B wave, right? So the A wave could actually turn out to be something that goes almost breaks the high. How it pans out, I don't know, but it probably needs to be pretty sharp, with like B, C, D, E being smaller, because if you look at already, this thing's already got like quite a bit of strange angle. It's taken too long, right? So in order to sort of make up for that, it kind of needs to correct quickly and sharply, and then basically produce another move to the downside that is equal in length to wave A. So here we are on the weekend trading. For me, it's a long weekend here in Melbourne, so it's fun to do on the side here. And not saying that that's going to be the only corrective pattern, but still, like if you get up to this area and this is a wave A, well, you can just short it all over again, right? You just keep shorting. Like I shorted this, took profit, waited for this bounce, because I could see, and I'll get to that in a sec. I could see that this is just corrective wave 4, right? So then just shorted re again, and you know that it can't come back up here to the end of wave 2, right? It's a rule. So you just short it again and just make profit again. It's like you can do it. Like you just got to know the waves. It's really cool. Trust me. It takes a lot of practice though. That's why I'm thinking of creating some kind of trading room soon. People can we can follow each other, and you can understand what I'm doing. So at small degree here, after I said this exact wave here was the end of wave 2, we saw wave 1, right? We saw, and what I believe to be A, B, C, and then this here was a D. If you can see the little in the middle, the knot in the middle there, a D, uh, and E. Right, that E wave was the end of wave, smaller wave 2. Then you had 3, 4, 5. So obviously, bigger wave 2, small wave 4, and then 5. So that was 3 in total. And here you have A, B, C, D, E, and you just need to come down again. It just needs to happen, right? It's just part of the way it works, right? Now this E wave is actually acting all high and mighty. Look at it. It's acting all like, oh yeah, I'm about to take off. Oh yeah, look at this, look at this. You see this move here? That's amazing. We're about to break out. Boom, goes down. And it's just a wave E, typical wave E stuff. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you that update. If you care to watch it, if you don't, that's great. But yeah, look, trading is fun. So thanks for watching.